Hello, everyone. Welcome to Kiki and Kibitz. It's me, Mary, and I am here with Kelly, who is sick of the show. Okay, Kelly is so happy it's the season finale, right? And now we only have a two-part tell-all. Like they don't they're not going to do five parts. So it's
Yeah.
only a two-part tell-all. So first, Angie, thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. We are going to have a special guest tonight. We're just waiting for him to log in. We will be joined by Porn Stash. And I'm actually really excited about this. He got a lot of screen time last night,
Finally,
right? Finally, Tiffany chose him.
speaking of the screen time, right? We talked about this earlier. I
Yes,
really enjoyed every single singles their recap posts on the Instagram stories and stuff.
yes,
Amazing. I was they need to use their work for the
yes,
show. I enjoyed their stuff more than the show.
yes.
If
Here,
if anybody is following the singles, a whole bunch of them
I'm gonna
posted.
pull up. I'm gonna pull up one. I'm gonna pull up May's because I
It
really
was
like
real.
May.
I really enjoyed it. It showed the unity. It showed how they mingle. It showed real stuff, not that made up fake stuff. You know,
Let's
which
pull
I
up.
was getting flack from people because people were saying, "Well, you was on 90 Day," and mine was real. I didn't have to come up with a storyline. I didn't have to script drama, real drama. You
Yes.
know, Mary even had to tell me about my own damn drama that I didn't even know was going on.
Which, if you want to find out about, you could check out my membership.
That's the
Okay.
difference. But yes, go ahead.
So we're gonna show May's thing. Okay.
So many of us and so many different times are able to overcome so many obstacles because of that bond.
Always so many great friendships and we don't even like connections, some peace and relaxation and newfound assurance that I stand on my own business.
I am taking away lots of new friends, new connections that I feel like I will have for the rest of my life.
Living life in the gray area a little bit. Sometimes I'm black or white, so sometimes things need to be handled in the gray area with a little bit more openness.
I'm leaving a way more confident person. I just feel like all of our friends and stuff just give me like so many compliments of
don't take things too seriously because this life we live is short and it's sweet and we should enjoy even if it's something new.
Be more open when dating and don't be so closed off and reserved.
And don't put yourself in a box. Don't be closed-minded. Be open-minded. Be vulnerable. It's okay. Life is going to have problems.
Trying to be more open-minded because I'm usually very stubborn and stuck in my ways.
I'm grateful for this to be a part of me to integrate and expand and have a bigger version of my story.
This is really cool.
And it showed that all of them, and you heard their voice.
Yes.
You
got
know,
to see their faces for more than 2 seconds. Actually,
I wish I'd have saw the connection, their journey of dating and learning, because everybody learned something. But no, we had to get stuck with this nonsense.
No, I know. It turned out to be totally focused on the 90-day people. And that's not what we wanted, but
I mean, look, I understand it's a 90-day show, but show everybody across the board. Show real connection.
Past 16 singles, and you're not gonna, show them. You're only gonna show a handful.
And then half of the 90-day cast didn't have anybody at the end, so it was pointless.
All right, so let's talk about the end, okay? Because to me, the rest of the whole episode was pointless. Okay, Rocky and Tiffany's date was cute. If Tiffany wasn't already, having a boyfriend, but the date was cute. You got to give you got to give Rocky some points for his song. Much better than Usman.
I appreciate. See, this is what I'm talking about. His approach, his initiative. She walked over. He was making breakfast. He was making things happen. That's what I wanted to see. All the other stuff is.
Kelly, you don't watch In Between the Sheets.
No, I don't.
in between the sheets, they mentioned that Edwin hooked up with the event coordinator, Joanna.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Real single stuff.
Yeah.
Real dating single stuff. That's juicy.
And they just
Besides hearing about Cole and Jennifer and Rob and
a side mention on In Between the Sheets. No,
that's
the
crazy.
shit that we want.
You know, stuff that we didn't expect to see.
Yeah.
Not that other nonsense. They brought the same drama for at least 4 episodes straight. The same nonsense.
Yes, that's right, Menopausal Queen. He was with Shelby first. Edwin was hooking up. They should have shown him hooking up. Cheyenne, I get it. Edwin's hot. He is nice eye candy. He is nice eye candy.
That's what I'm talking about. See, now you made me even more upset now. Like,
you see, this is what Edwin is, the guy that was in the hot tub in episode 1 with Chantel.
See, everybody don't know. That's why I was like, I enjoyed all of them posting their final recap of the whole dating experience and being at the resort.
Right.
They showed more than what the show showed. Okay. And you heard their voice. They had their names.
Rocky is DMing me. I think he's having, can you just send a link and I will sign in as a guest? Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do for him. I'm going to send him to the comments.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, everybody, what was your opinion? Did you enjoy the ending? How did y'all view things? Because I was just like, whatever. You know.
Yeah, Kelly's over it.
Yeah, I can't. Let me stop because people have been getting at me talking about, well, you was on a 90-day thing. And I'm like, but mine was real. These people were in previous relationships going on a dating show, knowing they were not going to hook up with anybody, wasting our time. And then we had to deal with the same nonsense. I didn't want to see all that crap. I wanted to see authentic connections, real connections.
Right.
Good to see.
And apparently there was a bunch of authentic, real connections. Okay. This is...
You know, but like I said, if any of y'all following the singles on Instagram, just check them out. It's really good to see behind the scenes of stuff that they didn't show on the show. You know, all of them, you really see their face, you know their names, and you hear their voice.
Right.
I appreciate all that. And it was really good. Each one of them have posted up different recaps and stuff of them bonding and showing just their personalities. And it was cool.
All right, I'm just getting Rocky over to us.
All right. Rocky, hope you get on here.
We're having technical difficulties. Menopausal Queen, I just sent him the link to the actual live so he could come into the comments. If I miss him in the comments, let me know so I could then drop the link and he can log on from the comments because he's having technical difficulties logging on from his DMs. So hopefully I could get him to log on from there.
B&B and Sherry, I agree on both statements. Yes. They needed to show the character development. And if they do the singles behind the scenes, people will watch it because I will watch that.
Oh, me too.
I would definitely watch it.
Oh, yes. I mean, like when Rocky comes on, I want to know all the things. Like we don't even know what he does for a living.
Nothing.
His background, his dating history. We don't know nothing about him. All we know is porn stash. Tiffany had her eye on him from episode 1 and he didn't get, here we go. Rocky's here. Okie dokie. Rocky, here is a link only for Rocky. Please click on this.
Hopefully he could get on and just give us his views and ways and behind the scenes, you know?
Okay, Rocky, click on that link that I just dropped in.
I was happy they gave him a little more airtime. I really was happy on that.
Me too.
It was good.
Yes. It's like finally. They've been talking about him the whole season. All we hear is Porn Stash. Oh, do I have a connection with Porn Stash? I want to get to know Porn Stash. Well, finally, we got to know Porn Stash.
Yo, Rocky, if you get on here, I just want to know two things.
Yeah, Kelly just has two questions for you. Okay.
Did you get a kiss? And how was the connection at least? That's all. All right?
I have all the questions. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to let Mary do, but I just want the main stuff. Was there real connection? Did you least? I'm going to take it back to old school grade. Did you get to first base? At least. That's all. Everybody's perpetrating a fraud. They know they had somebody, but, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I will say they did use him for his body.
Oh, yes, they did.
Good job.
Yes, they did. Eye candy big time.
Yes. I wish they'd have more of the females on, but they killing me.
Mm-hmm. Eye candy big time. Rocky, are you having technical difficulties? I hope not.
Yeah, but all right, while you get on, let's just talk about the episode. So, how did it start off again?
Let's see. How did the episode start off? With the Carlo, Tiffany,
Okay,
and Elise stuff.
Yeah, I felt bad for Elise. I'm sorry.
So do I.
And I'm just speaking from a male perspective because I know he was telling both of them different stories, and Elise don't look like she holds back everything. She let it be known what he said behind closed doors. He didn't want to be second dad. He's not attracted to her. I was like, oh, shots fired. Jesus Christ.
I know, but then he kept trying to pursue her, which I didn't understand.
Camera time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, camera time. And then I just didn't feel she pursued him enough, you know? Let's sit back and wait and like she didn't even walk up to them and talk to them like that, you know?
Right. I'm just trying to see.
I just didn't see it like compared to other dating shows, the connection or the initiative was being made within 90-day personnel. Just didn't see it. And then what happened after that?
Let's talk about when Amuzman pointed out to Courtney that Colt is broke, homeless, jobless, and you're really going to take him home to your parents. Yeah. First of all, the fact that Courtney called her parents and said, "Can I bring Colt home with me?" blew my fucking mind. My mind.
You have to call. She lived with her parents. Exactly. I was shocked she even volunteered to take somebody home. It's not even her home.
I mean, I knew, that happened, but just hi, mom and dad. I mean, can you imagine how that phone call went? Hi, mom and dad. I met this dude and he broke his leg. Can I bring him home so I could take care of him?
That's wild. But I got to give her credit. That's a good woman.
Right?
For, stepping up. That's a very, very good woman. But
Usman tried his best until the very end, pointing out that he was jobless, broke, homeless.
Scammer knows a scammer.
Right.
Point it out.
Mm-hmm.
Player knows a player. And he couldn't believe that she was falling for the okie doke. You saw how he was lost. Like, wait a minute.
I know.
Yo, you really gonna do that? And I felt Usman on that. He was giving her the insight. Like, look, you need to pay attention. Blah. That's another thing I gotta respect Usman. He didn't have to do that. He could have been a scumbag and just went to the side and didn't pay it no mind. But you could tell he cared about her, and he tried to put her on. Like, look. This guy is not worth anything. You shouldn't be doing this. You don't have this. You don't have that. You're going to take all this responsibility. It's not right as a man. You shouldn't be dealing with that. And then I love how he just slid in his signature finisher. And I love you.
Right.
I love it. He kills me with that. I love it. And then you and Mary Pants reported that he's engaged.
Yes. Give me 1 second. Won't allow.
Oh, Sherry, you might be right. Trauma bond, yes, yes, because she took that accident like really, really,
Oh
really
yes, she
serious.
did. Oh yes, she did. Who is this?
Damn. Somebody said Courtney's also jobless and homeless. Wow.
Us.
Yes, Toasty. His finisher line is always there, but that's the signal. He need a copyright. I love you. I love you. But I didn't think about the trauma bond. Yeah, you're right. You're right on that. Because she was boohooing from the beginning, and she was going to the hospital, making sure her Colty was good.
All right, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can figure this out. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I'm totally distracted. I'm trying to figure something out.
You're trying to get
Yeah, Rocky can't. Okay. Um, Rocky can't log on because he's not logged on to his YouTube or Facebook, and StreamYard requires for you.
What about he has a Google account? If he has a Google account, log on to your Google account into StreamYard. You can do it that way too. You don't have to do Facebook or whatchamacallit.
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, who's engaged? Usman. Mary Pants and Mary reported it. They on top of the game. This is why I be telling people. Once they on top of the game, I'm like, made me look at the whole show completely different. We got people having boyfriends in another country to go film. We got people putting their relationship on pause, pretending like they hate each other, but link up at Vegas and other spots. Now I'm hearing Usman is engaged. Mary will give you more details on that because she has the insight on it.
Here we go. Got it. Rocky. I got it so he can log on as a guest.
Okay. Yeah. And see, yes. True on that one. But overall, I'm just happy the show's over because it made no sense whatsoever with the.
We had such high expectations and we were let down.
So all right. So let me see. We got Tim, Chantel, Rob, Tiffany, Courtney, Usman. Is there anybody else that I'm missing from the 90 day?
Tim, Courtney, Usman, Rob, Jennifer. Did you mention?
Oh, Jennifer. Okay, so there's 7, right?
Yes. Yes.
Out of the 7, how many went home by themselves?
Rocky's here.
Yo, what's going on, Rocky?
What's up, fam?
We got him. We got him.
Better late than never, kind of my style.
Don't you worry about it. As long as you're here, that's all that matters.
Oh,
so,
I want to say congratulations. Thank you for finally having a moment on TV because all we see was you a background with your muscles and doing all types of stuff. We finally get to hear your voice. You finally got to the women. That's what I'm talking about.
You know, it was a long fought battle, but I was happy to at least be in every episode, even if it was, a little bit background. But I knew what would happen. Obviously, I was there, but I knew it was going to happen.
So, did you have any idea what you were walking into on your first day? Like, how did you sign up for the show?
No idea.
He's like, no idea, no clue. What do you do for a living, Rocky? Tell us about you, since we didn't get to know you at all.
At all.
John.
Yeah, well, to answer your first question first, they, to us, we were just a part of this untitled singles retreat, and we had no idea what it would be. We thought it was going to be maybe Love Island or like Bachelor in Paradise or something like that. I was fearful that it was going to be like Too Hot to Handle or something because that show just seems chaotic. But when we had the unveiling, we're supposed to act surprised, and I don't know why I'm surprised. I have no context because I've seen one episode of 90 Day Fiance. None of these people were in it, but so I didn't know what I was surprised about. So, but yeah, they recruited me through my Instagram. I think I just fit the profile of the way somebody wanted. I think it's maybe who Tiffany wanted, um, and so they asked me if I wanted to come on a show, and I said, "Well, what's the catch?" And when I learned out that there was nothing really, I said, "Sounds like fun. What do I got to do next?" So it was a few interviews and blood work, psych exam, and I'm going to Tulum.
Why the hell not? See, I wonder what production was looking for because they reached out to all of the singles. Like the singles didn't apply for anything from what I understand. They were all reached out. So I wonder what kind of criteria they were looking for.
To my understanding, and this is just kind of what I've picked up on a little bit. Nobody has said this verbatim, so but I really think that the recruiters had specific profiles from each of the alumni as to kind of what they were looking for.
So each type. I told you she
Yeah,
had a type.
right.
Right.
Um,
Right. Okay.
and in fact, one of the producers on like the day before we started to film, she asked me about my mustache, and she said, "What do we think about the mustache?" And I said, "This mustache is going nowhere." Uh, yeah. And it turns out I think that's part of what Tiffany, and I mean, I'm sure it was the charm and all the other wonderful, but she noticed the mustache, and I knew, you're gonna have an opinion about it, and so I mean, it's not going anywhere.
You're gonna stick out. It's gonna be something that people remember. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Can't hide behind a bunch of facial hair when I'm on TV. So, in the wintertime, I'll usually rock a beard or like stubble or something, but it's it was Tulum. I'm not gonna rock that. It's
Right.
for a mustache. Yeah. Yeah.
So what did you think in general of the 90-day drama when they just start arguing like in the middle of like you guys will be having a conversation and it'll break out into an argument? What would be your reaction?
My reaction was a lot of what you saw, which is just
What the hell is
trying to
going
keep the
on?
peace. Yeah, just
I
chilling
got
the fuck out. Yeah.
you. Yeah.
I
Because look,
understand that it's a show, and so we need to have some kind of chaos on occasion. But my my every single day, my mantra was, and Grant, I'm very deep into my practices. I journaled every single day. I would love to share some of pieces at some time with the right people. But I even kind of like started to like form game plans every week or so of, if we're on this thing, we're in this condensed period. I might not be hot and bothered over this person or like hot after that person, but like let's try new things out. You saw that with Chantel. It's like, I don't know, like let's try
yeah.
things out, girl.
And
That's
I
what we're
was
here for.
shocked. I commend you. I give you props, brother. I give you props. You stepped up and was like, "Hey, what's up?" You were doing what people are supposed to do on a dating show.
Exactly. At a single show, yes.
That's what I
did
thought.
the
Rocky was
blueprint.
mingling. Rocky at one point was ignoring all the fighting and he was flirting with like a random chick.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. I
Exactly.
mean, Tim said it kind of as a diss, I think, on BTS once, but just I'm like, well, yeah, bro. Like, he's like, he had so many lines on water. It's like he was on Tinder, just swiping right on everybody. I'm like, first of all, I don't need to do no dating apps. But if I did, like, this is exactly the scenario that's like, cool. You have all these opportunities to. I was hoping to date everybody, you know.
This is what Kelly has been saying all season. Okay, we have a question. Did you catch on to any differences in people on and off camera?
Um, I will say that a good example of yes, is the short answer. I, coming back to that mantra, authentic and relevant. That's my person. That's my character. That's who I am. And I knew that I'm a middle child of three boys. We're all competitive, athletic, and you know, if I want something, I'm competitive enough to I can get it. You know, I can figure it out.
Mhm.
Uh, and I could see the way that if they're gonna cause some drama, you're gonna get screen time. You're gonna be a star. To me, I'm like, I don't. It's not worth my core values to just shift
Yes.
into some bullshit.
Mhm.
So authentic first, relevant second. So what was authentic for me was to actually pull some of the dudes aside that I saw making serious connections, like Cole, like Carlo, and have a heart to heart with them off camera. And hey, man, if you're really feeling this chick, I want to know about it because I'm here to date everybody, and I got my eyes on that girl. You know, uh, Jen early on, but she just ended up having so much heat on her. In the first few episodes, you might have just seen me kind of trying to, maybe by her side so that I can kind of swoop in. But Cole was just marking his territory, and I could tell he would just be so fucking heartbroken if I slid into that. So I'm like, I had it right from day one with
Oh
Tiffany.
man.
But I did have that conversation. Carlos like, yo, man, I'm really really into her. I'm like, my heart, I'm like, I don't believe you, man. I really don't believe you. But okay, yeah, show me then. And I'm still gonna date her. But if you guys are all in love and planning your kids' names and stuff, when whatever. And oh, he didn't say that, but that's just an analogy.
I know.
Yeah. So, but then it was as soon as I wish they would have played it. I'll share the photo of as soon as I found out about the Elise stuff, and you can sleep with people, but don't tell me one thing in privacy and then go do something completely different that just actions speak way louder than words, bro. And at that moment, I'm like, fuck, Mr. Nice Guy, I'm moving in. And I went and talked to the producers and said, "Hey, I want my date with Tiffany. I'm done. We've had this set up since day one, and I haven't seen it yet." I'm like, "Am I doing something wrong here? What's up?" And I started just pushing my like, "You got to make it happen." And on my OTF, they didn't show this. I wish they did. I blew up this balloon. I just said, "I'm gonna make this short. I got one thing to say," and I have this balloon that I brought with me. I just blew it up. On the balloon, it says, "I like your butt," and it was like this white words on it. And I got it from Long Beach. It's just a funny story, but I
Oh
pulled it
man.
and I just said this. I said, "Tiffany, I like your butt, but I like your soul even better. Can we go on our date yet? Damn it!" And producers are like, "What are you fucking Bojangles? Where's this coming from?" But when I was I knew what I wanted, and at
Yeah, I
that
would have
point,
enjoyed that. That
authentic was
intro. Hey.
yeah. No, trust. I brought a entire suitcase full of games. Nikki just posted something today of me playing Smash Ball with the bartender. I brought Smash Ball, frisbees, some balloons, random ass shit. But I was here to have fun, man. Meet people and hopefully find somebody cool. But I was not expecting to find somebody as authentic and real and fucking awesome and beautiful as Tiffany, though.
So what's the status? What's going on? Can you say like the minute the cameras went off, it was like, all right, bye. Like what are we doing?
I'll say that you know there's still all that's coming up in the tell-all, so I got to keep my mouth sealed a little bit. But
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
You won't
yeah, I know.
get in trouble. Don't worry. You won't
Yeah,
get into trouble.
Yeah,
Mm.
don't worry, we already know.
yeah, yeah. But
There are any particular 90-day cast members that you bonded with more than others?
uh, besides Tiff,
Mm-hmm.
I kick it with Rob a good amount. He's always just kind of cruising, doing his own thing. So I just kind of fuck with him sometimes just because he's too cool. And sometimes I think he was bored. So I just go like, fuck with him. And he just make him smile.
Right.
Uh, like I remember just like throwing things while he was just trying to just sunbathe. And fuck is that? And I just hide until he finally figured it out. And so I jam with him quite a bit here and there. And
All right, here's a good question. Did you know about Tiffany's past experience, like with her ex-husband and all that Not so good stuff.
I had not a clue. In
Did she
fact,
tell you about her kids and all this and that when you all was doing the dating and?
yeah, and that doesn't throw me off. I mean, in my mid 30s, it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
I kind of,
It's expected. I got you.
yeah, and I don't care, man. I had great upbringing, and I feel like I had such great role models of parents, and it's just a very open and loving, inclusive environment where I come from, and then I have a tiny home out in Hawaii, and I spend a lot of time out there,
Oh,
and
really? What part? What island?
I'm on the Big Island,
Okay.
Hilo side, yeah.
That's
So I built that back in 2019 through 2021, and uh, I spent a lot of time out there. I have for years, but man, when you spend time in a place like that, especially like the Hilo side, there's just this level of like, bro, everybody out there has kids. They call them trophies. Oh, she got a trophy. She got a couple trophies, you know.
Mhm.
But and so I'm used to it. I mean, I'm used to being Uncle Rocky from other people's kids, and I wouldn't expect that. I mean, they're grown ass kids anyways at this
Mhm.
point, so it's not like a. But no, it didn't throw me off at all. But um, as far as the rest of her past, when she actually showed me uh the tell all, when like the tell all,
yes.
that, oh my god, I was already pretty into Tiff, but then I looked at her like a little bit different, like, oh my god, girl, you're a fucking gangster. Because this is gnarly.
Mhm.
But it turned me on, man. I'm like, this is sweet. Like you bring it, and she does, man. She just definitely, you know, we knew we were gonna pick each other. I had an idea about what she might be doing with Carlo to kind of set it up a little bit and make it a little bit more dramatic. But after I saw that clip, I'm like, yeah, girl, you're a schemer. But it, but she's definitely. I mean, you saw when he delivered the news about Elise that she's not budged by it. She's
No.
just like already plotting the 25 other different ways that she's gonna. But that's the Gemini thing too. I mean, we hit it on that. We're both Geminis, and that's like, I see you, girl. I get it. But yeah,
Okay,
she's.
we have another question. Was there anyone else in the cast aside from Jennifer that Rocky preferred to stay away from?
Anyone in the cast aside from Jennifer? Um, at first, I didn't like Tim. I think that's a kind of a universal thing. But you know, other than that, in the beginning, no. Courtney grew on me, but in the beginning, I'm kind of just like, what are you? Who are you? Why are you important? Like, you know? Yeah.
That is the most
That
honest.
is funny. That
Oh
is
man.
funny. Oh my goodness. Rocky, what is your background?
Oh man. My like ethnic background or
Yes.
like my history of my life. I'll give you a
No.
short
Everything. Give us everything.
Yes,
give you
we're
a short
gonna.
version of both. Yeah. Um, I am a mutt from all over.
All right.
Italian, Portuguese, Native American. The Native American, Portuguese, Spanish is all Mexican. I grew up knowing that I was like a quarter Mexican from my grandmother Mendez. But later on, 23andMe revealed that though that's the specific type of Mexican. So, anyways, Portuguese, Spanish, Native American, French, English, Irish. I'm American. I'm an American mutt. I grew up knowing that I was a proud Italian because my last name is Russo.
Right.
And so my dad, when my mom would be telling us all the things we are, my dad would walk in and say, no, 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 no. You're a Russo, you're an Italian. And so I was raised to be very proud Italian. But but yeah, I'm just like a quarter Italian, not even a quarter Italian. But yeah, I'm a Russo, I'm Italian. I grew up in Northern California mostly. I was born down in Laguna Beach, but we moved when I was like 4.
Mhm.
My brothers and I, my folks were just like, I want them to be able to spread their wings and go play. So we had 8 acres to go play. We had dirt bikes and quads and built forts and stuff. And so that was up around Tahoe. And then we moved closer to the city as we got closer to high school. That's where my folks still live now. It's a town called Granite Bay. It's next to Folsom. If you're familiar with like Folsom Prison, Folsom Dam, Folsom Lake, yeah. And then my brothers were up there in Sacramento, and they both have beautiful wives and 2 boys each. So I'm Uncle Rocky times 4. My little brother just moved to British Columbia with his wife like 3 days ago, and yeah. So I'm looking forward to getting up there. I love that part of the world. So I'll be up there to visit the nephews here sooner or later.
Cool.
Yeah, very active family.
What do
Very
you do for a living and stuff?
What's up?
What do you do for a living?
I build coaching programs. So I run a fitness program online, and then I help other coaches start and scale their business online as well. But we do it more as in a collective. So my mission is to revitalize or really revolutionize our healthcare system. I think it's pretty backwards and broken the way that it is here in this country. So I really believe the only way that we're going to change that, though, is to make something better. And I think we're going to do that through preventative healthcare. So we're just gathering as many of the best coaches, teachers, therapists together as we can to build them a scalable model. And then once someone's in their network, they can bounce around from coach to coach. So if you come for metabolic health and then after that you realize, man, I've got some real trauma, then you can go to one of our shadow work coaches, and then you can go into a men's work coach. And so it's about taking care of ourselves rather than just fixing an issue. And in the sick care model that we have here currently.
Right.
Yeah.
So, if a chance to be on another reality TV show happens to land on your lap again, would you take the opportunity, or are you done with reality TV?
I say that this was honoring young Rocky, little Rocky, who in every single thing of like, what do I want to be when I grow up? Man, I'm like, I want to be a rock star or a movie star. It might be the second child syndrome. I don't know, middle child, but yeah, I like it. I've done a lot of work on myself to want to showcase, here's another human that's just doing it my way. Everyone else get to do it their way, and that's, I think, the beauty of reality TV is that social experiment. But yeah, to answer your question, if it was the right show, I would. It'd be fun.
Totally down for it.
Hell yeah.
Kelly is done with reality TV. He don't want to know nothing. Kelly's like,
Only shows. If I do it, it will be like a Survivor, Big Brother competition. No dating whatsoever. No.
What were you on, Kelly?
I was on a 98.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
But no dating.
Yeah, he was on 90 Day Single Life. He was on the first season of 90 Day Last Resort. And yep, that's it. Kelly is done.
And no more.
The only reason why he's doing these recaps is because of me. So.
Mary's just the influence.
And I told Mary, I was like, oh, it's gonna be like Love Island because it came out the same time as Love Island. I'm looking forward to this show. I'm hooked, yeah. And then I'm like, oh, all right, singles is looking prosperous, a lot of potentials. Let's go. And I go, Mary, I don't see the singles. What am I looking at, Mary?
Episode after episode.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, Jay's in the comments. What's up, Jay?
Hey, Jay.
What up, Jay?
Yeah, so I was just like,
and Nikki's in the comments. Hi, Nikki.
Hey, Nikki.
Hello.
It's like that's another. I wanted more Nikki too. I was like, can at least put their name up and hear their voice? Like, Jesus Christ.
I know.
Yeah, I started to get. This is just my theory again, that since this was the beta, this is the first time that they've run this particular version of the show, the spinoff.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that they're like, let's just lean heavily into the alum because we know
What
people
they
are going
know.
to
Yeah.
watch because yeah. Whereas I think if they do this again, hopefully they do. Um, I think that it's talks like this and enough people that have said I want to know the singles more that they'll start to at least show our interviews. Like all of us had pretty cool interviews that they're just one of the many things that are just lost in the archives somewhere, and it's kind of sad. It's like we're all in this thing together. We all had the same
Yeah.
experience, and
Exactly. I wanted to know everybody's background. I wanted to see what everybody can contribute to the show, people's personalities. I wanted to see everything. And the ladies was loving you. I was loving the ladies. Like, give us the eye candy. Come on. I don't want to
Exactly.
see Usman and Colty. You're killing me.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't know that it's not. I'm not the producer, but I think overall, I think the concept was good. I think that it'll just continue to improve as they do more of them, hopefully. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, you've been in the 90-day world for a long time. Who would be next if you were like, they're gonna do this again? Who do you see going on the
I have
next one?
no clue, brother, because I didn't even know
Okay,
they was going to
guys.
pick this crew.
Okay, let's talk about it in the comments real quick. Who do we see on A Hunt for Love season 2, 90-day people? Let's do 5 of them. Gino. I could totally see Gino.
Oh God.
Okay.
Who's single?
Let's see.
That we know, valid single people, not people pretending to be single.
Gino. I could see them bringing Natalie.
Oh yes, yes.
Okay. Natalie. Let's see. They're saying you, Kelly.
Me, look, if I'm going on there, I'm giving every single screen time. I'm like Rocky. I'm talking to everybody. Everybody's getting on the camera with me.
Ty that's a good one. Ty
yes.
Yes. Let's see. There's people saying Courtney again. Jamal. Okay.
Oh wow, yeah, young.
Let me see who else. I'm trying to think. Okay, I would say my cast would be Gino, Natalie, Tyree's a good one. Um, Kelly, we want Kelly.
I'm trying to think who else like fan favorite single right now that will bring both male and female that they want to see a good. Man.
Oh, we're tired of Josh. I don't want to see Josh anymore. Yeah, Sophie would be a good one too.
She will bring the fellas in. Yes.
Yeah, she would be a good one.
She's the better half of Rob. The female version. Yeah, she will. Yeah.
Rob's ex Sophie. She would be a good one.
That's
I would take it back. She hasn't been on what's the girl? Tiffany, the one that was on Singles with us that didn't show up to the tell-all. What's her name? That's on. She did the thing with Michael.
Brittany.
The
one that
said. She got a body.
Oh.
Who else? Who else is single?
I could see him doing dirty to Rob in the same way they did to Tim, Hey Rob, we really want you to come back and do this again. You're alum, And then woman in the red dress, Sophie just shows up.
Yeah. Yes, Rocky. I could see that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yes, Fernanda. I forgot about Fernanda. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Fernanda's a good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Men don't control me. Yes.
Wow.
I'm gonna I'm gonna have to go rewatch this and look up all these people because I know like 2 of them. It's been fun to actually go back since the retreat and like I remember I tapped back in to watch some of Family Chantel and like watch Chantel's one of her tell-alls, and I'm like, oh man, I get the scarring now, man. There's some shit you guys have been through.
Yeah.
Shit,
damn. Chantel was crazy the first season.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, they've been through a lot. I mean, that was one of the like my date with Chantel. We did. Um, I've talked about it a little bit, but and then she alluded to it too. But during the times when we were like to and from the jet ski date,
Right.
that was like when I really got to know this kind of artist side of Chantel that I would call it the artist side, this just soft, tender side. Because when she's on camera, a lot of times it's like it can be really loud, and and um, but we end up liking some of the same kind of yogi style music. I've taught and practiced yoga for a long time, and I'm like, I definitely wasn't expecting that. And she's got like a really mindful side and this kind of inner artist that was pretty cool to see. But I don't think cameras will ever show it. But but
No,
it
we
was,
haven't seen that side of her yet, right, Kelly?
No.
We've only seen the drama, or like we feel like Chantel's whole season was a waste because she knew what she wanted. She
Yeah.
was
She could
probably
have.
already in the relationship with Ashley while she was at the resort, and she knew what she was doing the whole time. So that's the way we feel about Chantel's thing. Chantel to us, well, at least to me, she seems very, very stiff and like she's trying to act the part, but it's not coming across very well.
Natural. It's not coming natural.
Yeah.
yeah. I can see that, and I've entertained that as well. Even I'd have my watch parties every Monday, and they just kept growing and growing. We just had a big group hug yesterday, and it's the last one. But anyways, yeah, a lot of people had that theory, and having been there with her, I really I think that she was always literate, like actually confused. And I really think that as much as she thought, maybe this is going to happen, that's a big commitment for anybody to say, hey, I'm going to come out and try to actually, you know, have a homosexual relationship and have that's a whole world. So I really think that she was trying to find something and make something work here. But when you have that like inner tug of like, man, I know this felt real. I think she was fighting against herself the whole time.
Hmm.
Right.
And yeah, it turned out to be stiff and awkward a little bit, but I don't think that I wouldn't have called it a waste really. I think it makes it more interesting because it's almost like, can this work? Or because I think she was testing to find out, is there still a magnetism or attraction to men, or at least these men? And I guess she got her answer, or she just had the best and decided it's time to move on to the next gender.
Chantel just decided to switch teams. What can I say?
It's not wrong with switching teams. It's just be real. You know you was caught up. You took somebody's spot.
Rocky, they're saying that you backflipped yourself into the viewers' hearts
Aw.
with that backflip. So, are there any scenes that you could think of that weren't shown that you wish were?
Oh man. Um, Caught on camera scenes or off camera scenes?
Either
Yeah.
one.
Whatever you want to share. We know you're on a little
Yes,
tightrope. Whatever you want
exactly.
to share.
Whatever you want to share.
There was a lot of cool stuff that would happen off camera that you know that really, while the Carlo and Tiffany thing was kind of in play, I would still like, I know that's my girl, like this boy's gonna fool around and fumble, and so we'd always just have a strong connection, and I'd pop in, bring my ukulele, just jam with her, and that's kind of why I knew to bring it to our date. And sometimes that we just like go out and look at the stars and just hang out on the beach, and they have like this turtle sanctuary, so they kept trying to kick us off the beach, and we just go further down and just hang out under the stars. So that was like some cute stuff that was going on, um, for sure. But Yeah, I mean, otherwise, like on camera, the I wish they would have got one of my balloons.
I hear you. Hey, Lexi. Lexi's on here too.
Hey,
Look, hey,
Lexi.
Rocky, look, everybody, I see a couple questions. Did you at least get a kiss?
Yeah, you saw it at the end, didn't you?
I fast forward. I just didn't.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, very end. I think that's like one of the closing scenes was our kiss. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
All right, everybody. He got a little smooch. Just a little bit.
He got a little smooch.
a little smooch, you
So
know.
what's your next project? What are you trying to get into next?
Man, I've I'm so I work a lot.
I heard that.
Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna continue doing those projects um, until some other opportunity pops along that says that might be worth my time. But even then, I'll still be working. Yeah,
Well, I wish I'd have hung out with y'all, man. Seeing all your Instagram posts and stuff, I wanted to hang out with y'all. Y'all
I
look
still got
know.
time.
The
Maybe we'll both be
ready.
on the.
stuff seems so much fun. All
I
the
know.
behind-the-scenes stuff that you guys have been posting the past couple of days, man.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the like Cassidy's birthday. I know if any of the singles are here, man, that was a that was a fun night. I've got some awesome footage for that. I don't know if I can share it or not. I'll check with Cassidy first, but
Nikki says it was so much fun.
yeah, yeah, it was a good time.
Oh
But
man.
Kelly, maybe we'll be on the next one together, bro.
Yo, I'm hanging out with all the singles. Everybody's getting camera time. I'm not playing.
There we go.
We turning up.
Good. Yeah. We needed more of that, man. More of that on camera. They get all finicky, like the everything that they served for us. Unless we're out, at a bar or something, they'd kind of run an open bar for a little while. Otherwise, it was just some kind of watered down this or that. And it's so hard to just some get
Oh,
some booze and just like, man, I'm on vacation, man. Can I party a little bit?
I
And
saw
that's
about the rooms. In the beginning, you got like some of the singles weren't so happy with the rooms, and some of the rooms had bug problems and
Oh yeah.
not
I
so
got
stuff.
I tried not to ever complain about the rooms because this is a free vacation and it was nice. It was definitely nice. But a raccoon snuck into my room a couple times and
no, no,
snagged some of my
no,
shit.
not doing it.
Yeah, come on,
Not
man.
doing it.
So that
Nope.
that blew a little bit, and it definitely was apparent that we were the second class citizens, or not as but Rob made a good point. He said, you got to earn your way in this world. You guys are brand new, but I don't know. It was an interesting dynamic because I'm like,
What do you mean by without y'all there wouldn't have been a show?
yeah, I don't know, but I mean, when you go to their suites and then you came to our palapas, it's like, okay, there's clearly a difference here. Don't try to tell me there's not. you know. But
Without y'all
again,
would have been no
am I
show. Period.
complaining about it? No, it was a free vacation. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, next time, season 2, we'll get the big suites.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we'll just
everybody
open it up.
should have the same suites. Okay, it should be the same accommodations all around
Across the board. That's it.
across the board. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I was happy with my palapa. Sometimes those big rooms is just too much, and then everybody wants to convene in it. We had a cool cul-de-sac. It was me, and then Jay was right next to me, and then Cole, and then Joe, and then just next to Joe was Chad. So I had to hop the fence to get to Chad's, but I'd be over there all the time. Chad was like the glue, unspoken, just behind the scenes, just always keeping the party going. Always tripping out because he had no idea what the hell's going on. I'm like, bro, just take these girls out on a date and have fun, turn it up, and you're good.
Just party, Chad. Just party. You'll be good.
Yeah. But
You'll be good.
maybe he'll get it next time.
So, have you seen any misconceptions about yourself on social media that you want to clear up?
Misconceptions. Not really. Everybody's been pretty cool. Even like I think really like my mantra, was I'm not going to create some bullshit drama that I'm going to regret later, and I didn't. And
Good
so when
job.
I
Good job. That's how you got to do it.
thank you. So when I lead with authenticity, I think that it showed, and that the only thing that I have seen are all the different doppelgangers about just Disney characters, and I'm like, okie dokie. If that's what if that's what we're gonna talk about, man. Gives me some new Halloween ideas, but mean, I know I got
That's
a big
great.
old chin, man. But I'm
That's
like,
great. We stick with that. As long as you don't got no crazy stuff going on, that's good. You're a winner right now. Doing
Exactly. You're
good.
a winner.
yeah,
You're a
yeah.
winner.
So yeah, that's fine for me. Nothing to clear up yet.
Um, can you tell us about Chantel's list from what you remember?
Yeah, um, I liked Courtney's comment around it. Just, girl, you should be asking mom's maiden name, social. It's like she's a hoot. That's why I said Courtney grew on me, because she was comic relief, and then when she got all into the grief of Colt and all the situation, kind of was like, man, bring back the humor. But I get it. She's going through it too. Anyways, about the list, it was interesting, and I think I said on there, like, I might snag the idea. It's kind of a good idea. Every first date is an interview, anyways, which is why, if it's really like somebody I don't know at all, then I'll try to just opt for like a happy hour or a coffee, so I'm not like obligated to hang out with somebody for a full day event if we're
Right.
not really vibing. But you know, a little interesting that it's like on TV in the jungle, it's raining, and we're gonna rely on a phone list.
I
Maybe.
was just going to say, it's all depends on it's the presentation, how you present it,
Yeah.
and how you deliver it. It will help out, but not just boom and
Like I said, she seemed very stiff, and uncomfortable. There was a lot of times that it looked like she did not want to be there.
yeah, she looked checked out.
Yep, checked out. Yep, that's the term I was looking for. Yeah. So,
Yeah, sometimes. Not yeah, it's a generic list, I guess. I mean, interesting the questions, but I had she asked me about childhood memory. I think I brought up, well, I think I made a post about it, about all the Christmas photos since birth. My brothers and I have been on Santa's lap, and it continues on till this day. So during during Christmas, we'll just have this like shrine of Christmas
Bunch of big
photos.
men on Santa's lap.
Yeah, I'll tell him to sit on mine now. I'm like, come on, you've been doing this all day. Come here,
oh
Santa.
my God, that's so funny.
But so, I mean, that's a funny like childhood memory because
Yeah.
it just continues on. But yeah, list was stiff.
So, next to Tiffany, who would your next choice have been?
Chad Daddy. No, Chad and I got just enough an amazing friendship. Um, as far as dating material goes, after Tiff, um, let me see. Maybe someone who didn't get a whole lot of time at all was Cass.
Yeah, I was like Cass. And what's the other one? Ah, Mary, you're good with the names.
Okay, which one?
The braids.
Oh, Tessa.
Tessa
That's
and Cass. Like
yeah, yeah.
Tessa, Cass, and Lex, and all and the redhead. What's her name?
That's Cass.
Cash. All right.
She's the right.
Cassidy. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah. Cassidy's definitely like the sweet take home to mom type. She's Mississippi girl and super
oh, she
sweet.
was hot. She was
Yeah,
hot.
she's super hot too. Um, so maybe that, but I also kind of knew we were filming a show, and if you're just like sweet girl, then maybe I'll say that for being a sweet girl, and I'll come visit you or what and try but you know, yeah, I really kind of I stuck to the one that I liked. Elise was actually really cool. When she's on camera, she's very loud and knows what the cameras are. It's gonna play that, but she actually was really fun. Like, I'd
Yeah,
have,
she looked like the part. I would party with her. I'll definitely party with Elise.
Yep, Elise
yeah. But
was a fun, cool girl.
Yeah.
I was in Miami for kind of the season premiere I stayed with Edwin, and she came by for I saw her a couple of times there, and she just like one of the homies. She could just kick it and have fun, and but yeah, definitely a shit starter. So
Oh yeah.
I kind of was like, the same way I was a Jen. I'm like, if I dabble in that, then I'm gonna have a little bit less of a fun vacation here, and I want to enjoy this 3 weeks. So, uh,
There you go.
kept a distance.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's in there. Cass is in there. Lexi's in there. Ladies, we love y'all.
We're
Beautiful.
gonna have the ladies on the night.
Man.
Yes, I didn't tell you. Oh, I'm
No.
sorry. See,
No.
okay. Well, the tell all is two parts, you guys. Okay, so when the second part airs, when Kelly and I do our recap, whatever that day is, we are going to have Lexi, Tessa, and Cassidy on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Nikki, you're in the comments as well. If you want to join
Nikki.
us, you are more than free. Just
I'm
send
trying to
me.
think who else. They showed somebody else too. Well, the one you mentioned briefly. They damn. I need a whole list.
Trying to remember who to tag on everything. Who
Well,
am I
Tess
forgetting?
was the one that you like with the braids, so she's coming
Yeah,
on.
it's a couple that I like, but it was just
Yeah.
like I kept confusing who was who because didn't see them that much. And
Right.
Yeah, and then
so Tess is
Shelby
the
was
braids, Cass is the redhead. I always said she was a cowgirl. She got that cow western.
yeah.
Yeah,
She even
and
has
then
a little twang.
there was another one. I don't know if she was Spanish or black. She was with Tess and Lexi.
Oh, Cece.
CC.
CC. It was
Yes, yeah.
a whole bunch that just put them in the camera.
Yep. The what really pissed me off actually was like I was bummed out for a lot of the singles throughout, but what really bummed me out at the end was they didn't even fucking show who had the strongest connection the entire time was Chris and Tessa. They were together from the very beginning, and because neither of them are, known characters.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and
So
like
hold on. All right. Now that
when
we
it comes to like who made a
which of the
connection here,
singles
they're gonna
ended
show
with
that.
each other? Yeah. Who? So you said Chris and Tessa end up with somebody. Who? What other singles end up or paired up with?
Those two, and then Edwin and Shelby had a thing, but then Shelby had to leave because her something like her son needed something happened. But Edwin ended up getting with the hostess, and they didn't even show that, man. He takes Johanna home, and I'm
That
like,
is hot.
bro, that's TV.
That is MVP right there.
On Between the Sheets, that it gets a fleeting mention on In Between the Sheets. We would rather have seen that.
Yeah, I'm like, how did we run out of time for that shit? That was like, yeah, like that's like coming in hot at the end for sure, bro. I saw it coming. I'm like, you guys are getting close. I know what's happening here, and sure enough, man, I was bummed at that. Like, come on, you got to show that at least.
Wow, man.
So, Chris and Tessa had a relationship from the beginning, too, and they didn't show any of it.
That's crazy.
And if you remember on the Love Olympics, it was that 4-way tie, and we had the kiss off.
Right. Yes.
And then we saw the first two picks, and then Elise picks me.
Right.
And then, do you remember the fourth?
They didn't show it.
Right. They didn't even show it. It was Tessa, and they didn't even show it. Elise and I didn't care about our date, and so it just, pilfered her out. I had to demand. I'm like, "Where's my champagne bottle? We won. Go get your champagne bottle."
Right?
They definitely had their idea. That's production. They knew what was.
Those dirty rascals. They had it again.
Yeah, but I ain't complaining. We had fun.
Yeah, but I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Thanks, guys. Yeah.
You did good on
Yeah.
the last one. You did good. You represented yourself. You did good.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You represented yourself very well. You didn't look desperate. You didn't look like, you were trying to get too much camera time, unlike some others, I feel like. So you represented yourself very well.
Yeah, out of the men, the other two, they could kick rocks. You got the stalker. You got the stalker, and then you got the other one, flip flop. That's they tag names. You know.
Stalker.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Yeah. 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 I knew what was up, and yeah, you can't fake chemistry. Tiff and I made a strong connection from the very beginning, and that I say that was a God thing because we really, I was trying to vibe with everybody there, and like I said, I had no clue who was who, and all I knew was here's a cool girl, and let's chat. We're here to
Right.
date. Let's set one up. So we did, and so that's to me, like, oh, Carlo was there first, there and then. I'm like, no way, he was not. I had since day one, so I just had to fight for it a little bit longer, and that's cool. I was playing, so I wasn't too bummed about it.
You were having your own fun. You took advantage of the resort, to the fullest. You were on vacation to Mexico.
Yeah,
So, why not? Why not?
yeah, yeah. And I don't want to be too. I mean, all of us are single. Everybody here is single. I don't want to like pretend
We
like I have a girlfriend when I'm on a singles retreat
we
the whole
know.
time.
I mean, at least you can keep it real, not like other people on that show.
Exactly. Exactly. But we're not going to get you into trouble.
No.
I appreciate it. Yeah,
So,
but
thank you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, Rocky, for coming up, man. Thanks.
You
thank
really.
you guys. Thanks for your patience and bearing with me with
Oh,
this tech
no. Oh,
issues.
no. Thank
Yeah.
you.
But yeah, let me know. After some more things come out, we can always follow up down the road. But Kelly, I'm gonna see you back there for season 2 here. I think pretty soon. So
Hey.
Kelly is
But
like,
I ain't doing all them push-ups and all that stuff. I represent all the regular dudes with a keg body, the
that's
dad
cool.
bod.
That's
I'll
cool,
meet you at the
man.
bar. We'll get them at
That's
the bar.
cool. Just slide in my DMs. I'll send you some stuff. You can drop. We'll take care of it.
All right.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for having me.
Rocky, thank you so much.
Mucho aloha.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And thank you, Rocky, once again.
Yes, today was a good one.
Yes,
Thank you, Rocky.
today
Appreciate
was
it.
a good one. Today was a good one. And we're going to have a good one next week. I'll tell you about that, Kelly, when we get off because I have a DM already.
Yeah, and everybody, thank you. You had some good questions coming up. That was really good. We appreciate it.
Yes, you did. Thank you guys so much for joining us as always. And we'll see you next time. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.